we go. And there goes my instructor. He's a pretty good guy, by the way. He was very helpful in improving my track skills. This first part is just basically pulling out of the paddock here. We're, you know, creeping along at 25 miles an hour. We're going to enter the track basically at the first turn after the straightaway, which is after the finish line. And before we went out, I discussed with him, this first lap is basically just warming up here. I want to make sure the tires are fully heated to their operating temperature. The engine and the you know, the oil and the water temperatures are all good. So we're just going to kind of mosey around this first part of this first lap as, you know, just warm up. So we're basically going around 2 and 3, turns 2 and 3 here, which basically gets us headed back the other way from the long straightaway. We're going to enter what's called the Corvette curves. Get down here to 5 and turns 5, 6, and 7. This gets us headed back the other direction. You know, these are fairly sharp turns, but we could be going a lot faster than what I'm going right now. Now we're headed up to what I consider kind of the back straightaway here. We just need to get around this last turn, which is turn 10. Very sharp, basically 35 or 40 miles an hour to go around it. Now we're headed back out. This little turn is called Deception. It's turn 12. But after you get past that, and then 13, which is this one, then you can really go balls to the wall. You can actually probably do this section of the track much faster than when I'm doing it right now. You don't need to slow down here. This is pretty straight. You might need to touch the brake somewhere in here, but not really. You can still, you know, be moving really fast. We're going a lot faster than I am right now. That's by the way, one of the things I want to work on next year. Okay, now we're going to get headed back the other way towards the long straight. Going around turns 15, 16, and 17 here. And then 18, and then we're going to go down. Okay. Yeah, that last section is called the sinkhole, which was turn 20. And once we get out of the sinkhole, we get on these, they're like these last 2 or 3 faster turns to get you set up for the long straightaway, where you can really jump on it, which I didn't. Usually get up to about 120 on this before I hit the brakes. I hit them a little early, probably. Just because, hey, it's my car, it's worth a lot of money, and I don't want to crash it. But now now we're headed back out. This is the first time that I'm going to go around the track on a timed lap. Because when you enter the track from the first one, you're not at the finish line. It's hard to do a timed lap, but this one is. Since we cross the finish line, we're still headed back out on the Corvette curves. You know, curve number 4, and then we'll hit number 5. Number 6, which is a pretty tight turn. And then this is 7. We're going to get down here headed for the tightest turn on the course, which is on the track, which is turn 10. Coming up right about here, you really have to slow down. This one's more than a 180-degree turn, so you know you can do it. Probably do it at 50 if I was a better driver. And we're going to go through 11 and 12, which is the deception turn. Then we head out back, basically the back straightaway. Has some minor turns in it, but I could really be going a lot faster here. I'm thinking you'd probably do 110, 120 on this back section. Might have to touch the brakes here and get down below 100, but now we're going to head down and get ourselves through turns 15, 16, 17, and 18, which basically loop you back around and get you headed for the long straightaway. Here we go on to my least favorite part. This is called the sinkhole, which is, by the way, you can almost see how much the elevation changes here on the video, but it's even more pronounced when you're in the car. Then you head out on these are less dramatic turns, but they get you set up here for the entry onto the long straightaway. And here we go again. Notice I am catching up a little bit to the lead car. He's driving a stock Stingray. Mine's supercharged, so it's got another 150 horsepower. So I can catch up to him. And now we're on the second time lap now. Through the Corvette curves, number 4. Coming up on number 5 here, which is actually not that dramatic a turn. We're doing 70. Probably could do that at 85 or 90. And this is turn 6, and then shortly followed by turn 7. Definitely have to touch the brakes for this one. We're going to do turn 8 and 9 and get ourselves set up for turn 10. Really got to slow this down. Probably not as much as I'm slowing down now, but you do definitely need to be on the brakes going into that turn. Okay, and then we're going to go through 11 and 12 and 13 real quick here. It's called deception. Get yourself a little bit in trouble there. Like I said, this back stretch I could go faster. Just it's the optical illusion of the rising hill in front of you is kind of dampens my desire to really stomp it, not knowing what's up over that hill. But I think once you learn those and get used to it, you can probably really pick up the pace there. Okay, we're going through 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. This is some pretty sharp turns here. And here we're getting set up for the straightaway again. Go, 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 go. So I could have stayed on it. Could have stayed on another 2 or 3 seconds there and probably hit 125. And I'll do that next year. Okay, this last lap is basically a cool down lap. We're going to exit the track before we hit that long straight, and the last part is actually fairly slow. We'll go lickety split here for a little while, but eventually we're going to get off the gas here and just kind of wander into the pit area. Okay, you see him sticking his arm out the window there? That means it's time to back off and get ready to exit the track. Okay, and that wraps up this year's fun at the National Corvette Museum's Motorsport Park track. Can't recommend this experience more highly. Always have a great time doing this. The track's great, their cars are great, and the instructors are great. So if you get a chance, definitely head out there and do it.